Hey nerds, welcome to JerAwards. Today we're going to recap Season 2 of Lucifer. So what we'll do if you've never been a part of one of these before, since yesterday was Season 2, Episode 18, the finale to Season 2, today's the Season 2 recap, so no reaction. Tomorrow will be Season 3, Episode 1. I forgot the title of the premiere, but we're going to quickly recap some soft talking points from Lucifer, just a brief overall summary of what the season was, and then we're going to get into our JerAwards, which is our favorite episode, favorite scene, most heartbreaking scene, funniest scene, favorite kiss, favorite kill, favorite quote, favorite case, favorite ship, favorite friendship, character, etc. There's a couple more. I know I gave up halfway through. And then at the end, we'll have our in memoriam. And if you guys want to, in the comment section down below, you can also list your favorite moments, your own JerAward winners from each of these moments within the season. Doesn't have to be any of my nominees. It can just be like, hey, I really like this quote, or I was really vibing with this ship, or I was really sad when this person went bye-bye. Whatever the situation is. So anyways, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day, there's a reaction. There's links in the description box down below for the Patreon, Twitch stream, and everything in between. All episodes so far from Season 1 and 2, they are up on Patreon right now for you guys to watch. And other than that, let's go and get into it. So Season 2 of Lucifer was, it was all about his mother. It's about Marlet, the mom Marlet. Charlotte herself. She escapes from hell. She body hops into Charlotte Richards. Lucifer realizes his mother's around. He's worried about the destruction his mom could bring. The whole season spent her kind of getting used to being in her human body while also getting introduced to Ella and some other characters around the ways. Another one of the big things is Amenadiel actually losing his powers, which I just read a comment earlier today as somebody said that they had to kind of work that in because the CGI budget for the wings or something. That may be a stretch, but I like Amenadiel going through his struggles and at the end realizing he was important. Regardless, the whole purpose of the show was just how to handle, for Season 2, was just how to handle Marlet while also intertwining Lucifer and Chloe's story even closer. They actually have their moment in the sun. They kiss. They actually kiss. Chloe's out here having wet dreams about Big Daddy Lucifer, grabbing on to his love handles and bumping and grinding in the night, with Maze watching along the way. Also, Season 2 deals with Maze becoming more human. So just while they're getting close together, the realization that Amenadiel came down from heaven and blessed Chloe's parents way back in the day to give birth to a child when they were struggling to do so themselves. Hence, Chloe is here, which goes back to, I don't know if it was the first episode or somewhere in the first season, with Lucifer jokingly telling Chloe, "Did my father send you?" So now Lucifer thinks that all this was one giant ploy, that Chloe has no free will, and that there can't be anything, and then it kind of separates itself. And we kind of watch the rise and fall of their relationship over the matter of a course of episodes. And it's kind of fucking depressing. But then he also meets his dad, or who he thought he was his dad. Uriel comes back. He kills Uriel with the blade. Bing, bam, bop. Father Johnson's there. God Johnson. It's just a belt buckle. And then the big thing that one of the things I pointed out pretty early on in this season was that, or for the last two seasons, the importance of Amenadiel's necklace had to mean something. And his necklace was the third piece to this flaming sword, because overall, Marlet wanted to sneak into heaven, go in, fucking in a blaze of glory, and Lucifer just wanted to keep her up in heaven so her and old fucking the big God can fight each other. That's it. I like this season a lot. I'm just kind of still upset about the finale, but we'll talk about that later. So, I didn't put any talking points down. That's just off the top of my head. I know I probably left out a bunch. Lucifer's face reveal to Dr. Linda Martin is also very important and very crucial if you think about that from you being her and watching somebody that's been telling you they're the devil the whole time, then show you they're the devil. No, thank you. So anyways, let's go ahead and just get right into the JerAwards. That's the whole purpose of this anyways. So first things first is favorite episode. Here's your nominees. Episode 1, Everything's Coming Up Lucifer. Episode 3, Sin Eater. Episode 4, Lady Parts. Episode 5, The Weaponizer. Episode 6, Monster. Episode 7, My Little Monkey. 10, Quid Pro Ho, right? Then we got episode 12, Good Day to Die. Episode 15, Deceptive Little Parasite. And episode 16, God Johnson. I went back and forth on this a bunch. Lady Parts was a really, really, really good episode. Monster was also really good. God Johnson is a fucking fire episode. just the rise and fall again of his relationship with his father, thinking his father's telling him that he's proud of him, and then realizing it was just some magical belt buckle making some hillbilly say some words. That's upsetting. My favorite episode for season 2 is episode 12, A Good Day to Die. And this is Chloe being poisoned right after Lucifer realizes, hey, me and this girl kissed, it's all real, none of this is fabricated, and then realizing that it is somewhat fabricated, but Chloe's still being poisoned, and he tends to her, he takes care of her. Amenadiel, Marlet, Maze, Dr. Linda Martin, everybody coming together to save Chloe's life. Lucifer taking his own life to go back into hell to get a recipe for an antidote. Everything about that episode was fire. Probably one of the better, I think it is probably the best episode of this entire show so far. That's the favorite episode. For favorite scene, we got quite a few. Season 2, Episode 1, Lucifer and Amenadiel working together right at the beginning. Them two tag team was beautiful. Episode 6, Lucifer showing his face to Dr. Martin. Episode 7, Dan and Lucifer bonding. Episode 7, Maze showing Dr. Martin her first check. Episode 7, Dr. Martin unlocking her door for Maze, as well as Chloe hugging Lucifer. In Season 2, Episode 9, Lucifer throwing a final party up at Lux, and then Chloe saving Lux. In Episode 10, Chloe saying Lucifer was honest in the courtroom. In Episode 11, Chloe interrogating Lucifer's lovers. Maze beating up the fake Bert. I forgot about that. Season 2, Episode 13, Trixie and Amenadiel's conversation. Amenadiel holding off security. Season 2, Episode 15, Chloe and Maze at the wake. Episode 16, the side pan of all the patients having fun when Lucifer set them free. And then Episode 17, Amenadiel realizing he has the last piece of the puzzle and realizing, hey, this wasn't gifted to the favorite son. I am the favorite son. All those nominees are really great. The side pan of all the people in the mental hospital and just them having the time of their lives, throwing underwear, eating fucking pillow cotton, all of it great. My favorite episode was, or favorite moment, favorite scene is actually Lucifer showing his face to Dr. Linda, because you feel that anticipation of it happening, and then he does it, and then it's just her face with her mouth open, and she was shook. Dr. Linda Martin is a very serious character, but can also be used as comic relief sometimes, and just pure serious in that moment, and just a whole whirlwind of emotions running towards her. And I mentioned it in the first season. I forgot who commented this, but they said, I love how in season 1, you were like, he needs to show his face to Chloe. And then when he shows it to Dr. Linda Martin, you're like, hey, think about how the way she's going with it, how we could comprehend it. I think still if he shows his face to Chloe, that it's not going to go horribly. I think he needs to do it. That way she can believe everything and she can comprehend that stuff. But at the same time, I would not want a celestial being to show me their face. If they did, cool. But that's a lot to take into our fragile little brains that like, oh shit, this is real. This is real. All right? No, thank you. But anyways, favorite episode, Lucifer showing his face to Dr. Linda. Most heartbreaking scene from Season 2, Episode 1, Amenadiel's powers not working. Episode 3, Amenadiel's wings falling off. Episode 5, Lucifer after he killed his brother, Uriel. Episode 6, Amenadiel grieving. Episode 7, Chloe holding a gun to the warden. Episode 9, Chloe getting stood up. Episode 13, Lucifer trapped in hell. From 15, Lucifer letting his pain in. From 16, God Johnson telling Lucifer he was proud of him. And from 17, Maze heartbroken thinking Lucifer would abandon her. I have 2 runner-ups, and then I have a full-blown winner for the season. First runner-up was Amenadiel's wings falling off. Just his reaction to it, losing his powers, him not knowing what's going on, and just feeling like he was now also a fallen angel like his brother was, and the pain in his eyes, and then trying to vacuum it up. Fucking sad. Lucifer letting his pain in, holding the flaming sword, and you see him finally knowing how to activate it, and he has to let all that stuff flood him in, and seeing those emotions. But my winner for most heartbreaking scene for Season 2 is God Johnson telling Lucifer he was proud of him. Because you have the realization for Lucifer that he thinks he's talking to his real father for the moment. And his father's like, it's been so long, I've forgotten why I'm even upset with you, or why I cast you to hell, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you. Oh. And I don't know if that in general is the most heartbreaking, but Lucifer's reaction to it as well. But then the last conversation at the end of that scene with him and God Johnson, and him saying, does this make you any less angry at your father? And he's like, no, it makes me even more pissed. It's just more heartbreaking because he knows that the big God would never tell him that himself. Pain. For funniest scene, Season 2, Episode 1, Lucifer thinking he was making out with his mom. From episode 3, all the burn balls jokes. Episode 8, Ella and Lucifer acting out the murders when she was down there, you know, fucking gawking him up. From episode, or jacking him, whatever. From episode 9, Maze taking photos of Amenadiel watching his mom make out with Dan. Episode 15, Maze kissing Chloe. Episode 16, Dr. Martin's curtsy. And episode 16, Amenadiel complimenting Buddy's head. I forgot the guy's name already. All of these were actually hilarious. Lucifer thinking he was making out with his mom, great. The burn testicle jokes, great. Ella and Lucifer's acting in that thing, great. Amenadiel's face watching his mom make out with Daniel, great. Maze kissing Chloe, and Chloe having no reaction, nothing, just dead fish lip, just Maze just going in and giving her a little perfection. Dr. Martin's curtsy, thinking she was the big God. She's like, should I curtsy or not? And she fucking just pops one out. Amenadiel complimenting Buddy's head, though, is the winner for funniest scene because he's eating pizza, dead staring at the side of somebody's head. I love that you have a great head shape. It's great. That's my type of comedy. Favorite kiss? I only have 2 nominees. You guys know what the winner is, but one honorable nominee, season 2, episode 14, was Maze and Chloe because it was just fucking hilarious and it was beautiful to watch. But season 2, episode 11, the moment that shook me to my core, Lucifer and Chloe finally just getting in there, having a little smooch on the beach. He was like, hey, I don't think we're meant for each other. You're right. You got a daughter. You got all these other responsibilities, all this other shit going on. And I'm used to run hell. And she was like, you're right, daddy. And then she made out with him and it was great. And then she went home and had a wet dream. Favorite kill? There was only 2. Front runner for most of the season is an honorable mention here. Season 2, episode 5 was Lucifer killing Uriel. And while it was sad because he killed his brother with a knife that puts him in either heaven or hell, just an emptiness for all of eternity, it was like the first kill that we saw on screen that was actually a kill. And I like having this category, so I put it on there. But the best kill was Marlick killing Chet in season 2, episode 17. He stabbed her right in the fucking uterus. And she pulled that shit out and blinded him with her holy birthing canal powers. It was very beautiful. Because he got turned into a burnt hot dog. I don't know. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. For favorite quote, I don't have anything. There was a bunch of good shit Dr. Martin said, and after each episode, I literally forgot it. And then by the time I was done editing, I was like, I got to watch more shows. I can't go back. I don't have a winner for favorite quote for season 2. But favorite case, I only put 1 down. There were some good cases. The cases are taking a step back. Season 1, like you guys mentioned, was heavy focused on cases. This one, the mystery of John Decker's death, Chloe's father, really, really good. Very emotional from season 2, episode 7. That's your favorite case winner. Favorite friendship? We got a bunch on here, don't we? Lucifer and Trixie, Lucifer and Amenadiel, Lucifer and Dr. Martin, Lucifer and Dan. They had a moment there for a second. Lucifer and Ella, Chloe and Maze, Maze and Dr. Martin, Maze and Trixie, and Amenadiel and Dr. Martin, who they kind of fell apart, but they're coming back. You know, I was going to give it to Chloe and Maze because their friendship is starting to grow more in this season. I'm going to give it to Lucifer and Dr. Martin. I feel like their growth this season, showing the face, her having the questions, coming to terms with it, going back to accept them. It also, I mean, Dr. Martin and Maze as well, because them hatching it out and making up was very beautiful. And Maze going to her and saying, what's changed? Nothing. We're still your friends that we've always been. You just know a little bit more of our past. But Lucifer and Dr. Martin, that's who gets their favorite friendship for the season. Favorite ship, we only got 3 things. Here's 2 of the nominees that aren't winners. Maze and Chloe, Maze and Amenadiel, right? I still want Maze and Amenadiel to get back together. I'm voting for them. Maze and Chloe as a ship is simply put there because of their fake on-screen relationship that they have for that episode that I really loved. But favorite ship, it's fucking Lucifer and Chloe, bro. It's the whole point of the show right now. Lucifer and Chloe is your favorite ship. Winner. Least favorite character. I didn't have one this season. How about that? I did not have a least favorite character this season. I kind of vibe with everybody. There's a couple people for some cases that were a little shady, but I don't remember their names. I don't really care that much. Maybe the dude on the beach. He was kind of weird, but I don't have a least favorite character. Most underrated character. Dr. Martin is forever, I think, a winner of this category because of her therapy, basically. But I'm going to give it to Amenadiel because of the necklace. And because I really like Amenadiel. That's all I got to say about that. Favorite character. This one may surprise you guys. Here we go. Here's your nominees for this season: Lucifer, Chloe, Ella, Trixie, Dr. Martin, Maze, Amenadiel. Favorite character: Lucifer. Introduction in season 1 was a great introduction to a character. Season 2, I'm like, all right, he's sticking with his shtick. I like it. I respect it. He goes through his growths. He has his moments. He has his childlike moments. But I love Lucifer, and I love Chloe. I love Trixie. I love all these people. But they introduced a new character that I want her on screen more because of the life that she brings to the scenes, and I love the way she interacts with each of the characters. And it happens to be, if you haven't guessed already, is Ella. Is my favorite character for season 2. Her interactions with Lucifer and thinking that he's an actor and dragging him to church. Her interactions with Chloe and revealing her dark past. Her interactions with Dan and talking about, hey, I used to steal cars back in the day, and going to be with her brother to get these illegal things. And just, I think she has an interesting backstory and her smarts. When Chloe made the thumbprint thing with some baby powder and some tape and sent a picture to Ella, and it came back 20 seconds later. Like, the smarts are there. I think she has a really cool backstory I want to expand on, but it was a great introduction for a new character, and I hope she gets a little more screen time. But it doesn't take away any of my love for Lucifer and Chloe. I see a lot of conversations in the comment section about the other characters, about Maze, Dr. Martin, and Lucifer. I don't see a whole lot of talk about Chloe all the time. I don't know how this fandom feels about Chloe, but personally, I adore her. It is what it is. And that's it. That's it for the actual JerAward portion itself. We do name our seasons, so our season names, season finale names, if you need a refresher. Season 1 was called The Devil is Alive. Season 2, I've entitled, this is low-hanging fruit, Mommy Dearest. I don't know what more you want from me right now. Season finale names, season 1 was Bring Me to Life, the Evanescence song, Lucifer's Death and Resurrection in that episode. Season 2 finale is simply just Let There Be Light, because he's sending Mom away to her own universe to create her own stuff, to be light herself, and Lucifer also saying let there be light. So that's the season 2 finale. As for rankings, I like season 1, both the season and the finale, more than season 2. I know a lot of you guys love season 2. I enjoyed it as well. I think I like season 1 a little bit more. Finale wise, season 1 finale is head and shoulders above the season 2 finale for me personally. And that's it for season 2. We got to get into our in memoriam, in loving memory for the following characters. About a death episode, basically. Jillian Taylor, Charlotte Richards, which I guess I can scratch that off because technically she hits the reset button. Jimmy the Carpenter, Nick Sands, Adam, Sarah, Daria, Uriel, John Decker, Joe Fields, Duncan, all the yoga peeps. Jensen, did he die? I don't remember. Dean Cooper, Boris, Chinese dude with the hole in his head, Lucifer, Marlet, she resurrected, Ash, Debbie, Toby, Zeke, Chet, Anna, and of course, Hector. Dims to breaks, little man. That's everybody that died throughout the season. There may have been a couple early on that I missed, actually, that I forgot to put their names down. Or I described them in my phone while the episode was going, but I don't remember the character's actual name or what episode it was from. So that's on me if I missed out on some people. But only the important ones make it to the overall show recap. That's it for season 2. That's an official wrap on it. I enjoyed the season. Marlet, the big talking point is Charlotte Richards, right? It is Marlet. It is the big MOM, the goddess of all creation, because she was sketchy the entire time. And even when we knew her plans, which was to get up into heaven, right, and to use these things, and she wanted to see her children again, it was I don't know. I still feel weird because there's part of her that she does adore her children. She loves them to pieces, but she wants to make the big God pay for what she did to her and her sons. I don't know. I guess moving forward for season 3, I imagine we probably will see more of Lucifer's siblings at some point. He does have his wings back, so that has to be explained. We'll see how his relationship is with him and Chloe. I still think there is a little something potentially between him and Ella. We'll see if Amenadiel and Maze get back together. We'll see if Lucifer reveals himself to Chloe like he said he was at the end of the episode. If he reveals his revelation about how she got here, how that fucks with her psyche. If it fucks with her psyche, because she's pretty grounded. Hopefully we get more of Trixie, more of Dr. Martin, and all the characters. So all in all, I enjoyed it. Hope you guys are enjoying too. Again, all those episodes are on Patreon for you guys to watch in full if you choose to do so. If not, they're uploaded here Monday through Saturday. Sundays, typically extra videos here and there. I don't think we have anything going on right now. When we do, that's that. So yeah. All right, I'm out. I'm going to have links and everything in the description box down below. Don't forget to let me know your own JerAwards in the comment section. Play lit stuff on screen. As always, stay cute, stay hydrated, and I will catch you on the next one.